Thanks for tuning in. Ham Talk Live will be on the air shortly. Please stand by. Thanks for tuning in. Ham Talk Live will be on the air shortly. Please stand by. This episode of Ham Talk Live is brought to you by Tower Electronics. For connectors, cables, and more, call 920-435-2973 or visit pl-259.com. And by ICOM. Heard it, worked it, logged it. Visit www.icomamerica.com/amateur for more information about ICOM radios.
It's Ham Radio.
Hey, good evening, everyone. It's time for Ham Talk Live. It's episode number 142, the 3916 SantaNet, recorded live on Thursday, November 29th, 2018. I'm your host, Neil Rapp, WB9VPG. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Ham Talk Live. Tonight, we're talking about the SantaNet, and we'll take your calls in just a little bit. Last week we were not on the air due to Thanksgiving, but the week prior to that, Michael Cawley, W4MCA, was here to talk about the Orlando Hamcation. So if you missed that show, you can listen anytime at hamtalklive.com or on your favorite podcast app or on YouTube. And just a reminder that those Ham Talk Live limited edition May the Grid Square Be Yours shirts have been mailed to those that pre-ordered, and did get a few extras to bring the cost down. So if you still want one, didn't order in advance, I have a few extras of adult sizes small to 2X still available. So if you want to order a shirt, go to our link on Facebook or Twitter, and you can go to hamtalklive.com as well and check on the show schedule link. There's a link to a Google form there to fill out your information and information how to PayPal the cost of that. And also thanks to Tanner Jones, W9TWJ, we're going to give away a free Ham Talk Live May the Grid Square Be Yours shirt. So stay tuned for that and get your questions ready to go. After we talk here for a while, we'll open up the phone lines at 812-NET-HAM1. It's 812-638-4261. You can also send a question by Twitter. Our Twitter handle is @HamTalkLive, and I'll be back right after this word from ICOM America right here on Ham Talk Live. For the love of the holidays, surprise your favorite ham this season with the gift that's on their hot list. The holidays are just around the corner, and ICOM has plenty of cheer for everyone. The IC7610, the SDR every ham wants, and just in time for the holidays. This high-performance SDR has the ability to pick out the faintest of signals, even in the presence of stronger adjacent ones. The ICOM IC7610 is a direct sampling software-defined radio that will change the world's definition of an SDR transceiver. It has RF direct sampling, 110 dB RMDR, and dual Digicel. The IC7300 is changing the way entry-level HF is designed. This high-performance, innovative HF transceiver with a compact design will far exceed your expectations. It includes RF direct sampling, 15 discrete bandpass filters, a large 4.3-inch color touchscreen, real-time spectrum scope, and SD memory card slot. The ICR30 is raising the bar on DC to daylight receivers. Powerful yet easy to use, the ICR30 is packed full of features you have come to expect from ICOM. The perfect stocking stuffer, the ID51A Plus 2, provides new modes for extended D-Star coverage. Enjoy integrated GPS, independent AM/FM receiver, and free Android apps. For all of these products and more ICOM radios, visit icomamerica.com/amateur for more information.
At Ham Talk Live, we have $1 million request guarantee. You give us $1 million, and we'll do a show about whatever ham topic you request. Guaranteed.
Thanks to ICOM America for helping bring you Ham Talk Live each and every week, and some great deals on some ICOM radios out there right now, so be sure to check those out. Tonight, we're talking about the SantaNet, and our guest is running a little late here, so we'll give him a few minutes to get in here, but we'll be talking about the 3916 SantaNet this evening. And we'll be joined by Pete Thompson, KE5GGY. He works in broadcasting, media, and marketing every day and leads the team at McHugh Media, an advertising and marketing firm in Dallas, Texas. And prior to launching McHugh Media, he worked in radio as a general manager at KWRD and KSKY in Dallas, and as a programmer and air personality at KDWB and WLOL Minneapolis, B94 Pittsburgh, KAFM, and Y95 in Dallas. And at night, the place to find Pete is 3.916. He's on there from 7 to 10 p.m. Central Time for the Rag Shoe crew, the tailgaters, the freewheelers. They even have some trivia nets. Some friendly groups that are always welcoming new hams, so make sure you check out their website at 3916nets.com. It's 3916nets.com. And in the end of November and December, they always host the SantaNet. And Jill Combs says, Santa stop here. We're in West Union, Ohio. And she says she'll leave pizza and an ice cold beer on the coffee table. So we've already got competition to get Santa over here. So we're waiting on the call from Pete, and we'll get him on here, and hopefully we'll get Santa on here as well, but things are kind of busy tonight. They're on the SantaNet, just finished it up, and I think we've got Pete on the line right now. So good evening.
Better late than never. We have just a couple things happening here tonight.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're glad you're here, and just read your intro here and everything. So we'll jump right in. So another year's gone by, and the SantaNets are back up and running, and you just rushed off of there. So tell us about the 3916 SantaNet, and you've been going for a week now.
Yeah. So we started the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and we're on every night at 7:30 p.m. through and including Christmas Eve. And SantaNet actually started in a very humble form about 13 years ago when I had a young boy at home. He must have been, 13 years ago. He was probably 8, yes. And I was on 3916 talking to some friends one night. In fact, it was Christmas Eve. And somebody mentioned, hey, what if you relay in Santa for me and I can relay in Santa for you, and so on. And it was born that night. It was pretty incredible. And and from there we've grown it every year. It's been pretty fun. You know, the next year we added a few more nights. I think we did it for a week, and then after that we we went for a full 30 days, and then we started getting net control relays, and it's been amazing. So anyway, it's been fun, and then the reception from the ham radio community has been tremendous.
Well, very good. You've had a good run at this, and so we want to tell people how they can talk to Santa on the net, and is there anything they need to do to get ready? And of course, we got to remember about third-party agreements and all that kind of thing. But tell us how people can get on the net and how they can get some kids to talk to Santa.
Yeah. So it's easy. Every night at 7:30 p.m. Central is when we start, and you can do a pre-net check-in by going to cqsanta.com. cqsanta.com. That's where you give your name and basic information on the children that you want to have on the air. And third-party rules and regs apply, of course. Glad you brought that up. So you would ID, and ID is third party, and do all those things that you would normally do with a non-licensed person in your shack, unless, of course, the child that you're connecting with Santa is a ham. And we have an increasing number of those every night. It seems like we have one or two a week that come in. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, there's more and more of those, and we need those. So we're glad to see that happening, and glad to know that they're showing up. That's a good sign. So, how are you doing with the net so far? How's your check-ins been, and how busy have you been here already this year?
It's been good. Of course, the day after Thanksgiving was very busy. Tonight, I think we had 2 or 3 check-ins, so it wasn't very, very busy. And that's typically what happens. We start out busy right after Thanksgiving, and then we hit kind of a lull, and it'll pick up, generally on Fridays and Saturdays because people are off and they've got time to get the kids in the shack. But it's been good. We're projecting over 800 children talking to Santa this year, so that'll be good. Yeah. So we're excited about that. But our biggest challenge has been the band conditions, as you can imagine, because they're so long. We have to we really have to be strategic so the young people can connect with Santa. And really, what we do is have relays all over the country. So tonight, I'm looking at tonight's relay check-ins, and these are stations that are strategically positioned throughout North America that can relay in the voice of Santa. We had 7, so these are all volunteers, generally from the 3916 nets that give of their time to make sure that young people can be connected with Santa. Without the relays, and this is what we discovered early on, without relays around the country to facilitate the connection with Santa, it was tough for 1 or 2 people to do it. So as long as we've got East Coast, West Coast, a couple people in the middle of the country, it's very doable, even on the worst of nights, because somebody can usually hear a young person trying to get in.
It's hard to get that grid square JJ00. It's hard to get up there.
Yeah, it is indeed. Although I talked to, in fact, I'm looking at the QSL card right now. Over the weekend, I talked to Scott Shepard, Victor Yankee 1, Charlie Oscar, who is in the Yukon Territory, not far from Santa. And he is actually a member of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
Oh, cool.
Wearing the red uniform. So, yeah, that was fun over the weekend. We had a lot of fun with that. In fact, it happened right after Santa Net, so it seemed very appropriate. But, no, we're having a lot of fun with it, and I just want to encourage anybody out there that is listening to the podcast tonight, to the webcast, to think about children in your life, whether they are neighbors or your relatives, grandkids, nieces, nephews, the children of people you work with, anybody that is of that age that could be, really, really entertained, and it makes their Christmas. When they come on the air and they talk to Santa. It also is just a big deal for the parents and the grandparents. equal enjoyment of it as well. We've it seems like every year we've streamlined and improved the process of the over-the-air check-ins or the over-the-internet check-ins. This year we've got one portal to go through to sign up, and that's made the check-in process much easier. CQSanta.com. We used to have a couple of different ways, including emailing me directly. So now that's it's been streamlined. That's better. We also record every SantaNet. So after the net, it gets posted at CQSanta.com. And that's nice because a lot of times families want to have a copy of it, so you can download a copy. It's just we upload it to YouTube, and it's available, within about 10 minutes of the net getting over. But it's been a lot of fun, and 13 years later, we're still cooking and having a good time. And it's also a real camaraderie experience for the 3916 net. It's got a lot of people that come together and look forward to this. We have several people that really don't check into the nets much, except for Christmas time. One of our net control relays out of Michigan doesn't come on during the summer or the fall or the spring, but he comes in for SantaNet and is a big part of what we do. So it is fun. I would direct anybody who's interested to check out our website for 3916 nets. That's 3916nets.com. We have a Facebook page, and that's easy to find. Just go to facebook.com and search 3916. And we are also on NetLogger. So NetLogger is open every night for the early nets on 3916. And I don't know if you've talked on the air about our nets every night, but we've got a 7 o'clock net called the Rag Chew Crew, and then 8:30 is the Tailgaters. 9 o'clock we do trivia, and then at 10 o'clock, and these are all Central Times, 10 o'clock it's the free Wheelers net.
Yeah, I just briefly mentioned those, but that was actually what I wanted to talk about a little bit, were the nets, and mention that, you guys are always welcoming new hams into those and having a good time on there. And I know, I think it was a year or two ago, we talked for Amateur Radio Newsline about the Tailgaters net and some of the nets and the trivia net and some of those things, and you guys have a pretty good time on there. So, and I know Eric in 9KDB was telling me to be sure to say hello, and we're always out playing trivia, so we have to get in on
He's a regular. He's a regular. Yeah. It's been get in on the trivia. Trivia's been a real interesting experience. We do it 7 nights a week at 9 o'clock Central, and it is a lot of fun. Usually 2 of us present it. I'll do the first half, and then station out of Weatherford, KF5 ESP Mike, does the second half. But it's been a lot of fun. We found a lot of people come to the net because of trivia. We've also seen that there's been a lot of activity, coming into the net because of NetLogger. I don't know if you guys use that for any of the nets you do, but NetLogger has been a lot of fun. We get a lot of foot traffic, new people on because of that.
Yeah, that's a great tool. In fact, we did an episode on that. So if you're interested in how to get going on that, you can look up that episode. But NetLogger's a great way to share what's going on while the net's happening, and so that's always a good thing to have there. Well, Pete, I'm jumping around here on the script a little bit because I don't want to do this next thing until I talk to you during the break here. But I was wondering maybe what the most entertaining contact you've heard on the SantaNet. I'm sure you get some that are interesting.
Yeah. Right off the top of my head, we've had kids with a straight face ask for a new car, and those were the kids maybe 14, 15, things like that. One young boy asked for a .50 caliber rifle, which is fairly large caliber for a young boy. But let's put it this way: it wasn't my first gun. But we do. I'll tell you what we do get that we have to be careful of is we'll get the request for an exotic animal or I want a ferret, or a macaw, a parrot. And we have to be careful not to, Santa has to be careful not to promise these kind of gifts. So we usually, Santa's very diplomatic in saying, well, I can make sure that we have to talk to your parents about that one, something like that. But generally it's just great. And I tell you, the highlight for me has been the number of young people that get in, and as a result of SantaNet, as a result of an A-Chef contact and seeing firsthand how the magic of ham radio works, they get their license. So it has been that part has been tremendous, and I would estimate that through the years we've probably, I bet 10 or 15 maybe children, young people have gotten their tickets. I talked to a gal in Florida who got her extra ticket as a result of she didn't start out at extra, but I think she tested all the way up to over 2 or 3 years. And she checked in with us maybe 3 years ago for the first time on SantaNet. So that has been a big part of our, I have to say, our motivation in doing it, because it's adding to the ranks of amateur radio operators.
Well, that's a great way to do that for the right people. And anytime you can generate interest, whether it's getting them licensed or just making them aware of it, even is always helpful. And I know we've had a couple of guests that come on the show that say, well, maybe they don't get a license, but maybe they're the president of the homeowners association in a few years, and they need to know what it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a good point. I hadn't even thought of that. Yeah, it's just good for ham radio to do that. Just like Field Day is. Field Day is great for ham radio.
Yeah, sure is. All right, well, we're going to take a break, and I'm going to check here with Pete on a couple of things, and we'll come back, and we'll take your calls, and we're also going to give away one of those shirts tonight, so we'll do that when we come back after this word from Tower Electronics right here on Ham Talk Live.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm having an antenna party and I ran out of PL259s.
Oh, come in.
Thank you.
Would silver-plated PL259s from Tower Electronics be too good for your guests?
Those will be fine, thank you. You saved my life the other night.
Oh, the PL259s from Tower Electronics?
Yes, they were very successful at the antenna party. My antenna works like a charm.
Then how can you ever thank me?
I'll try to think of something.
Don't be caught without PL259s. Visit Tower Electronics at a ham fest near you, or visit them online anytime at pl-259.com or call 920-435-2973. They have adapters, cables, antennas, soldering supplies, and meters too.
Join the conversation. Give us a call at 812-NET-HAM1. That's 812-638-4261. Now, here's more Ham Talk Live. A flashlight is a case for holding dead batteries. Now, here's Neil Rapp with more Ham Talk Live.
We're back here on Ham Talk Live. Thanks to Tower Electronics for helping to bring you Ham Talk Live. They're in Ocala, Florida this weekend. That's Friday, Saturday at the Ocala Ham Fest. And then they'll be at Plant City, Florida, just outside of Tampa on December 7th and 8th. And you can always find them at PL-259.com. Ham Talk Live's on the air every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time at hamtalklive.com. Make sure you check us out, too, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And we're going to take your calls here in just a minute, so let me give you that phone number. It's 812-NET-HAM1. That's 812-638-4261. And you can also tweet us. We're at Ham Talk Live on Twitter. And tonight we're going to give away one of those limited edition Grid Square shirts just for calling or tweeting in tonight. So Tanner Jones, W9TWJ, donated that shirt to give away, so we'll do that tonight as well. So tweet us, call us. We'd love to hear from you and ask a little bit about the SantaNet. And fortunately, tonight we've been able to work out a link up there to JJ00 to the North Pole, and Santa is also joining us tonight. So good evening, Santa, and how are things up at the North Pole?
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everybody! Oh, I tell you, it's cold up here. It's cold, but you know what warms my heart is when I get to talk to good little boys and girls on the radio. We just got off a 3916, and the boys and girls have been very good this year, and we're getting ready to have a very Merry Christmas.
Well, Santa, I got to ask, am I going to get any nice ham equipment this year?
Let me look at the list. You know, there must be a mistake. I don't see your name on the good boy list.
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
And you know who else isn't on there?
I'm in
Don
trouble.
Wilbanks.
Don Wilbanks is on the list?
He's on the bad boy list.
Oh, he's on the bad boy list. Okay, well, all right.
No gift for him.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I think he was hoping the Saints would win tonight, but I don't know if that'll happen.
That's why he's a bad boy.
Well, how about some good propagation? Can we get that?
Well, I tell you, that's the biggest challenge we have at the North Pole. But thanks to the guys on 3916, they have stations all over the place. So we're able to talk to the good boys and girls every night. But, it's a great time of year. And you know what? You've been so nice to put me on the air. I think I'm going to bring you a present just for you. Maybe what would you like? What would be at the top of your list?
Oh, I think the IC 7610 would be a real nice gift.
Oh, that's one of my favorite radios. I mean, I use a 7300, but one of these days I'm hoping Mrs. Claus gets me a 7610.
Yeah, that would be really nice. Those are both really nice radios, and so that would be great if you could get one and get me one too.
No, well, I better go because Santa's a busy man this time of year, and I have to admit I'm watching the Cowboys and the what's that other team from I guess New Orleans or something like that. Man, we're Cowboy fans up here at the North Pole. Go Cowboys! Gotta go. Bye.
All right, Santa. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and have a great Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and thanks for talking to all the kids on 3916.
Yeah, I think he's been hitting the eggnog a bit. I mean, from the sounds of it, I think he's doing something there. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe need to cut Santa off.
Maybe a little too much caffeine.
Something is going on now. But I do appreciate his support of the Dallas Cowboys. That is appreciated.
Well, give us a call here if you're listening at 812-NET-HAM1. That's 812-638-4261 if you have a question or comment about the SantaNet. And we'll check over here on Twitter as well. And I see KG5GJT wants to thank Tanner for donating the shirt, and he's been giving out a bunch of grids and now giving out some shirts, so he may end up ham of the year. Okay, we've got a call, I think. Nope, it says missed call. Okay,
yeah.
So
yeah, hey guys, I'm on Ham Talk Live right now. I think you can tune in on the internet, but we're doing a live interview with Ham Talk Live, so if any of you guys are around a computer, check it out. What's the website for Ham Talk Live?
HamTalkLive.com.
HamTalkLive.com. We've just been doing a little discussion about SantaNet. And Ben, if you don't mind, I'm going to throw it back to you to kick off the tailgaters. I'll be back in for trivia. But we just found out that Santa is a Dallas Cowboys fan. He's rooting for the Cowboys in this big game tonight, which I take as very good news. He mentioned that they're his favorite team of all time. So, hey, Ben, back to you, KE5GGY.
There you go, live on 3916 at the same time.
That's right. I can't neglect my duties there on 3916. In fact, I had missed the 8:25 break, so we have a good time there. No, we're good. You know, the Cowboys are looking pretty strong here. I have to say that they are making some things happen.
Well, some people are going to be happy about that. Some people won't.
Mainly here in Texas, yeah.
Well, Carl, KD9HQT, wants to know what he's getting for Christmas, but Santa broke the connection to Ham Talk Live, so...
I think Santa was getting a little creeped out by old guys asking for presents.
Yeah, so, maybe that's it.
I think that's the main thing that was causing the early disconnection there.
Well, the phone number again is 812-638-4261. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the other thing that happens occasionally is people that, really should let the kids talk get in and, like a 50-year-old dude asking for Christmas presents. Come on, give us a break.
Now I'm not sure if I want to know what they're asking for.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's the magic. That's the good and bad of 80 meters is that it's a freewheeling band. That's the good news. The bad news is it's a freewheeling band. So anyway, we make it work most of the time.
All right. Well, we tried. Well, no, we just got somebody playing with us apparently. So yeah,
Hello?
that's live radio at its best.
Hello.
So, you get a lot of characters up on 75.
Oh yeah, it's great though. I wouldn't trade it, and I don't know. It seems like we get generally good traffic. There's seasons we go through. There's some people on all the bands that probably shouldn't be on, but we don't even need that. Our motto on 3916 is "Don't feed the monkeys." So when they come out, don't feed them because that's what they want. They want to be acknowledged, and if you don't, they eventually go away. Well, anyway, I've got to get ready for some trivia here, guys. At 9:00 tonight, I got to be somewhat coherent. So let me wish you the merriest of Christmases, and I appreciate the the promo here for the SantaNet. And just a reminder, 7:30 every night through Christmas Eve at Central Time, 7:30 p.m. Central, 3916, and on the 75 meter band, and the website to connect with us and get your pre-net check-in is cqsanta.com. cqsanta.com.
Okay, so that's how to get in there on the net. Hope you can do that, and I think we're going to hold the T-shirt giveaway for next week here. So we're going to go ahead and sign off and a little early tonight and get going. But thanks to Pete Thompson, KE5GGY. For being my guest this evening, and that is a wrap for this week's edition of Ham Talk Live. Thanks to everybody out there in cyberspace for listening and for chatting tonight, and we'll invite you all back next Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, when Keith Baker, KB1SF, will be here to talk about some history of AMSAT. It's AMSAT through the years, and for a listing of all of our upcoming guests, just visit hamtalklive.com. And if you like Ham Talk Live, please consider leaving us a review on iTunes or wherever you listen. It helps others find us faster. So for now, this is Neil Rapp, WB9VPG, saying 7375, and may the good DX be yours. Bye.